Hi traders, welcome to the new weekly forecast for the trading week beginning on September 23rd. In the current week, the big announcement is done. US Federal Reserve has dropped the rate of interest by 50 basis points. Now, in the coming week, we have two more central banks lined up, the Reserve Bank of Australia and the Swiss Central Bank. And we have Mr. Jerome Powell coming out to speak in public in the coming week. So these are the key events for the upcoming week. And let's dive into the charts and find out the tradable opportunities. So let's begin our chart reading with dollar index. And as a result of interest rate announcement, yes, in the longer run, the macro environment says that dollar should get further weakened. But in the short run, there could be some pullback. And I'm going to mark, give me a second, let me just clean up my chart. So I'm going to mark everything from the weekly frame. So here on the weekly time frame, currently we have an important support level. So I've marked a horizontal level here, and apart from that, I'm going to add fib retracement from the swing low to swing high. So if you notice, on the basis of fib retracement, dollar index has breached and has breached 50% retracement mark, and the current price is below 50%. And the next important fib level is 61.8 and it stands at 98.76. So we are exactly in between 50 to 61.8. If you look at MACD histogram, the sellers have lost momentum because MACD histogram has turned from deep red to light red. Moving now to daily now. On the daily time frame, I'm going to mark the chart pattern. So we have a high here followed by lower high, lower high, lower high and lower high in conjunction with lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows and equal lows. So almost double bottom scenario, and it's not yet confirmed, but it looks like that the sellers have lost momentum and there might be a probability of bullish divergence building up. I'm going to mark fib extension in the downward direction starting from this daily high. So I'll use trend based fib extension, start from the highest and complete the extension application. Now based on fib extension application, I just need to make it a little bolder. Yeah, now based on fib extension, the levels are currently we are sitting at fib extension 2.618, which is at 100.27, and the sellers have lost momentum. So there is a probability that in the short run we might see some pullback or a ranging pattern around this psychological level of 100 and then continuation in the downward direction. This is one probability. Alternatively, we might get a deeper pullback and then continuation downwards. I'm going to apply a falling trend line here, which may serve as a resistance. So connecting the highs, this is the falling trend line, which is quite far. So if dollar retraces to the falling trend line, then this is the third alternative scenario. Now moving down to 4-hourly chart. Now on 4-hourly chart basis, we've got double bottom with bullish divergence completed on histogram and MACD lines, which means the sellers have lost momentum and the buyers could take over the control for a little while. But at the moment, the buyers have not crossed the BUS. So it is too early to judge. Moving down to 1-hourly chart. Now on 1-hourly frame, it is ranging. This is the wave down. We've got the corrective wave, again push down, and now dollar index is ranging around FE 2.618 or the psychological mark of 100. So we might get a ranging correction here or a sharper pullback, which is not yet clear. So in the short run, we need to be cautious, but definitely I'm not very keen to sell at the current levels. I'll be waiting for the pullback, I'll be waiting for the correction, and then get into the new sell trades. Now let's go to pound versus US dollar. And this is exactly opposite because pound has been running strong against US dollar. Right now I'm again on the weekly time frame, and on the basis of weekly time frame I'm going to apply first fib extension in the upward direction here, and on the basis of first fib extension the 61.8 level is at 1.3517. Currently we are around 1.3322, so I'm going to mark a horizontal box here, green, because it's our target. Now on the basis of MACD, the histogram looks ultra bullish, no loss of momentum, no bearish divergence, no signs against. Now I'm moving to daily frame now. Now on the daily frame, I'll start my new fib application. So this is the area where we have stopped on the weekly basis. So this is basically my starting point for daily, and I'll be using one more fib extension in the upward direction. Now as per daily fib, we are above this area, and this is serving as support, and the next resistance is marked. Apart from that, we have got a bullish pattern here. So it's been continuously making higher lows and higher highs, higher lows, turning point, higher lows, higher lows, and higher lows. And the divergence is anticipated, I mean bearish divergence, but not yet there. Apart from that, we have higher highs on the chart, which means the buyers are in full control for pound US dollar. I'm going to apply a rising trend line here, and I'm also going to add the next rising trend line here. So the buyers are still safe. Now moving down to 4-hourly chart. Now on the basis of 4-hourly chart, I'll be adding another extension in the upward direction. Now on 4-hourly fib extension basis, the next level in sight is 1.3396, or we can say very close to 1.3400, and the duplication zone is coming around 1.3620, but a major level in between is around 1.35. So we can target 1.3400 to 1.3500. Now as of now, I do not see any signs against. We have got higher high confirmation, we have got higher high formation, higher lows formation, and the bearish divergence is not yet there. Moving to hourly chart, again the structure looks ultra bullish. Now this is the low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and higher low. So until now the buyers are in full control, printing higher lows and higher highs on the chart. I can also use a rising trend line here on the hourly chart basis, and there is no damage to the rising trend line, which means the buyers are in control and the pattern is bullish, the trend is bullish. We can apply a new fib extension again on hourly chart basis, and we are very close to 1.618, so which means 1.3347 or 1.3350. So we might get a short-term reversal once it hits 1.3350, but the pullback, if it touches the rising trend line and we get a bounce again, it should be taken as an opportunity to buy, assuming we get this opportunity. So I'm going to apply an imaginary fib retracement, and if it happens, then we will also get the desired discount, which is between 38.2 to 50%, approximately 50% discount, and the pullback should be taken as an opportunity to buy. So pound dollar remains bullish. I'm targeting 1.35. Now the next is stock index JPN225, so Japanese stock index. So here again, I'm using the weekly chart, and I have marked. Okay, let's start from monthly chart. So on the basis of monthly chart, I'm going to mark fib extension from this low, which was formed in COVID 2020, high and a higher low. So we are above fib extension 100%, so it has to be marked as support, and we are below fib extension 1.618 to be marked as resistance. Now on the basis of MACD histogram, I can see the histogram has created higher high, even the MACD lines have created higher high, so it remains bullish, but there is slight loss of momentum, so there could be short-term pullback, but the ultimate trend remains bullish. Now moving to weekly. Now on the weekly frame, I'm going to mark fib extension one more time. So I'll be taking October 23 low, marking point B, and now point C. Now the resistance is 41,431 on the basis of fib extension plotted on weekly time frame. Now I'm connecting a rising trend line here, starting from the lowest point, the March 20 low. This is the rising trend line. So the long-term rising trend is intact. Moving to daily now. Now on the basis of daily frame, we are trading above the major support zone, which was marked on the monthly chart basis. And I'm going to apply again one more ABC bullish, because here we've got 3 points. We've got a low, high, and a higher low. So I'll be using fib extension one more time in the bullish direction. And the new target is 38,675. Right now we are at 38,269, and a major magnet zone is formed around 40,900 to 41,430. So this could be your first target. Now moving to 4H. Now even on 4 hourly frame, the chart is printing bullish pattern. We have got a low followed by turning point higher low, a new turning point higher low. So I'm going to mark another rising trend line here. So this is going to be your short-term rising trend line. Now once it reaches around 61.8 extension level, we might see a short-term pullback, retest of the rising trend line, which should be taken as an opportunity to buy and hold it until it reaches 40,900 to 41,400, the next fib extension level. Moving down to 1 hourly frame, everything looks bullish. The pattern is creating again higher lows and higher lows with higher highs and higher highs. The divergence was formed, bearish divergence, but there is no damage as the BUS is not yet done. So the structure remains bullish. The break of structure hasn't happened, so the trend remains bullish. Even on 15 minutes, the trend looks ultra bullish. After this massive rise, it has gone sideways, and I believe it is going to continue in the bullish direction coming from the higher time frame. So Japanese index remains bullish. Now this time I've added a stock chart in my analysis, so which is PayPal. Moving to weekly frame. Now here I need to clean up. Okay, so here if you notice, the trend looks ultra bullish for this stock. We have got bullish divergence here at the bottom. Bullish divergence coming on MACD histogram and MACD lines together. Currently we are very close to the BUS level, the break of structure level, In fact, the buyers have crossed the BOS level, and the histogram looks ultra bullish. Apart from that, the pattern is bullish. We've got low and turning point higher low, and this is double high. Now I'm going to mark ABC fib extension here to understand the target. So currently we are trading above fib extension 100%. The next level is fib extension 1.618 or the price level of 85. So the current price is 76.76. Now let's move down to daily time frame. On the basis of daily time frame, again the MACD looks ultra bullish, no signs against. The chart has been continuously making higher lows and higher highs. Everything looks bullish here. Moving down to 4-hourly frame, again it looks ultra bullish. No divergence, no signs against. I can add a new rising trend line here on the basis of 4-hourly chart. So if we get an opportunity to buy on the dips, so currently this is a major support zone followed by 68.5 taken with the help of fib extension. So any pullback towards 74 or maybe lower towards 68 to be taken as an opportunity to buy and hold it for the target 85, which is the next fib extension level. Apart from that, if I try to make a magnetic zone here, so I'm going to add one more fib extension on the daily time frame. So there is an intermediate level around 78.75. So I believe, yes, we are very close to 78.75, and it is going to bring some temporary correction, but the magnetic zone is around 84.9 or 85. So 85 is the target for this stock. The plan should be that you should start buying at the current price. Don't put all your money at once, and especially it's a technique which I apply in stock trading. So I start buying if the pattern is bullish at the current market price, the prevailing price, and I keep on adding on the dips. So I'll be buying in tranches from the current market price until it holds above 68, and my target would be 85. And this time, instead of gold, I have taken silver. Okay, now based on weekly chart, the pattern is ultra bullish. So here I've applied fib extension on the weekly low, high, and turning point higher low. So this is the first fib extension. Then I've added multiple fib extensions in the bullish direction. So the next one is added on the next ABC pattern, then again on the next higher ABC pattern, then the next higher ABC pattern. So I've done it multiple times so that I can get the magnetic zones. So currently the strong levels which I'm getting on the basis of fib extension are, the number one is 31.95 or round figure 32. The next one is 32.94, and ultimately I'm getting around 34 to 35, and after that it's around 36. So these are the major levels, and the pattern looks ultra bullish here because we've been constantly getting higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and higher lows. Even here we've got higher lows, the new higher lows. Now we are moving to daily chart, and there is no bearish divergence on the weekly time frame, so it looks ultra bullish. Now what I've done here on the daily chart, this is the magnetic zone which we have taken from multiple fib extension conferences plotted on weekly chart. So this becomes your solid base. So silver should hold above 26.48 to 26.75, which is now a major support, and holding above this level we have got a new higher low high and higher highs, and MACD histogram ultra bullish, no divergence. I'm going to apply one more fib extension now on the daily time frame. And let's change it to golden color. So now we are very close to fib extension 100%, which is 31.32. We are holding above the round figure psychological mark of $30, which is now turned into support. And the next upcoming level on the basis of the latest fib extension plotted on daily chart is around 33.42. Now let's move to the next lower time frame, that is 4H. Now on 4-hourly chart, I can see that on touching this fib extension of 100%, the golden one, you can see some short-term pullback is building up because the momentum is lost. Bearish divergence not yet completed, but there is a high probability that bearish divergence would be completed soon because dollar index is sitting at a crucial support level, and there might be a pullback in the bullish direction for dollar, which might bring short-term selling in commodities like gold or silver. So any pullback towards $30 mark or even lower towards 29 or 28 should be taken as an opportunity to buy and hold for the targets I've mentioned before. Until we hold it above the rising trend line, the pattern remains ultra bullish. If you want to add fib retracement on 4-hourly low taken from the latest touch point of the rising trend line, assuming that this is the ultimate high, then 38% retracement would be completed around $30 mark and 50% at 29.58, and again the golden ratio number is around 29.15. So I believe that silver remains ultra bullish. Any opportunity in the short run is to be taken only in the buy direction, not for short selling. Moving to 1H. Now even on 1-hourly chart, I'm getting this bearish divergence, but the BO is not yet done. So again, we have two probabilities. Either we should get a deeper correction towards $30 or $29 mark, or alternatively, we may see a sideways price action for quite some days, and ultimately it should break out in the bullish direction. So this is the plan for upcoming week. I hope it adds value to your trading plan. If you like this video, show your support and give a thumbs up. Have a profitable trading week ahead. Bye-bye.